Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lobo
Y La Reina podcast.
First off, we want to thank y'all for coming out and hanging out with us.
Yes, we hope everyone has had a blessed week.
Yeah.
And y'all's week is going good so far. Ours has been super busy.
First week home.
Babe's first week home. All the honeydews. You know the vibe.
The honeydews?
Or the honey don'ts.
I'm sorry?
The honeydews or don'ts?
The honey don'ts. I think one question that a lot of people are always asking you is how do you take it in stride, me coming home after being gone for 14 straight days? We'll just get right into it. Why not?
Okay. So, obviously, when Babe's gone, I miss him like hell. We all miss him in the house. But me and Babe parent 100% differently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're not talking about being missed, or obviously we both know that we're near and dear and all that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But when Babe's gone for 2 whole weeks, it's just me. So I'm the one who's like, okay, we got to do this, we got to do that. I have my whole day planned out for work, and I plan as I go. I'm not the schedule type of person, which is bad. I know. I'm trying.
I'm just listening. I'm listening.
I was just watching Babe's side smirk. I could feel it. I could feel it on the side of me.
Come on. Look at that.
Anyways.
Some of my sun tea.
Babe's sun tea. Chief Lau. But anyways, so yes, we get stuck on a schedule for the 2 weeks that he's gone. 2 weeks is a long time. So we do get stuck on a schedule. So of course, when he gets home, we're not fitting him in, but I wish the kids would go to him more. I can't blame them because they're so used to mom. So it is kind of hard. What do you think when you come home?
Oh, they're in shell shock. It's kind of like y'all forget how I like things, how I like to do things, how I like to be timely, and just how I prefer to do things.
Babe just likes a very
tidy
place and no wasted time.
The point of OCD. I'm very OCD.
Babe's very OCD, so he doesn't like time to be wasted at all. He wants to fill the whole day with things.
Yes. Yeah.
Except for days that he's like, okay, we're going to chill and relax. And Babe doesn't know how to chill and relax. Hardly ever.
My chill and relax, it's kind of like finding a project that I've been putting off for months. But it's a project that's going to take time, half a day, 2 or 3 hours. And I just tackle it. And like today, I had to run an HDMI wire through the roof, through the walls and everything to hook up this TV for our podcast. And, go ahead.
We're learning because I've used this office space for over a year. Just me. Running my boutique, my vanity, my makeup videos. I sell contacts, I sell makeup, I sell jewelry. So this has been my space to do all those things. So now we're doing the podcasts out of our office now.
Our office now. And
it's taken it's a lot of change. It's a lot of change, and I'm not good with change.
I'm watching you. I've been watching you this past week or two. Well, we've been doing this little project, since last day? So a month. I've been watching you, and when I'm in here doing my little chingamadres, adjustments and moving like that picture that's right there. I don't know. Some of you can tell, some of you won't. We moved the height up and brought the Veronica's addiction down just for a better frame and, just a little change. Your buddy over here was not happy. Not happy whatsoever.
I told him, it's just like when you're at work. You're in your office at work. You don't want somebody going into your office and moving your shit and fucking with your shit and like, okay, we need to move this here and we need to move that there. Well, Vero, you never use this space. But I do. When I need it, I want to use it. Just because I don't use it every day doesn't mean that it doesn't get used.
No, pues está cabrón.
Of course, that's what he would say.
Yes, because that's the only answer that makes sense.
So, babe's like, it's our office now, babe. It's not just yours no more.
So, now you know what people feel like whenever they're used to their own work environment and then their boss shows up and they're like, here's Fred or Lucille. No offense, Fred or Lucille. And this office space is yours. That's been all yours for all this time. Now you got to share. And you know what? You got to be nice about it. And you got to be proficient.
Do I?
Yes.
Do I now?
Yeah.
Says who? Says who?
Says me. Moi.
So you're the boss that's coming in. Is that what you're saying?
Because if not, I'm going to make you stay late.
And do what?
Well, technically, I guess I can get in trouble because we're like, am I your boss or am I your subordinate?
You're not my boss.
Oh, so I'm your subordinate. So you're my boss.
Yes.
Well, in that case, ma'am, no means no.
Can't rape. I don't know if I can say that. Caught
We
myself.
don't condone that. We don't condone the R. We don't condone that. We're just playing with it.
It's just a joke, guys.
Yeah,
It's just a joke.
No, going back to talking about my first week home and how it affects changing up the routine.
Yes.
OCD wise, I gotta have my stuff scheduled out. Everything belongs in its place, and it's good because as Vero said earlier, we're 180. We're just totally different, yin and yang, 100%.
Most definitely.
So it's good that I have these type of interactions with Vero and the kids where stuff's out of place, where it teaches me to practice patience, where they have to learn to buck up because I am going to talk shit sometimes.
Buck up, he says. I feel like my beanie's crooked.
It is. Yeah.
Damn it.
It's okay. Just play with it. You might want to go up. You're hiding those beautiful new gray eyes you got. There you go. So I guess it goes both ways is what I'm saying. You know,
Yes.
The kids kind of remember a little bit to march, work as a team and all that other good stuff. And then with you, they're kind of like, let's go smell the flowers.
Most definitely.
And I'm not saying you're easy or soft or anything. You know, I've seen you. I get it.
I feel like we both, like today, for instance, Babe walked in and I had just told the girls, like, the girls have chores every day, Jelly and Chevy. Somewhat chores. I call them chores. Babe calls it their job, whatever. But I had just told them, like, y'all haven't swept the floors all week, but we've all been really busy this week. So I had just told him all of that. And then Babe walks in and he's like, y'all didn't do this. And I'm like, I just told them. And he's just like, well, you didn't. I'm like, I already just told them that. I just told him all that. So we do that a lot. Babe doesn't think I tell the kids anything, but I do. You don't.
I didn't say anything.
I mean, is that true?
No, I hear you. But you give those kids the opportunity to do it when they want. And if kids are being kids, they're going to wait till the bitter end. They're going to wait till it's almost bedtime. And then they rush. And then it's half-assed. And then I wake up in the morning and I'm like, who the fuck washed these dirty-ass dishes? Oh, there's nothing that pisses you off more. So anyways, yeah. But it's fun. It's fun. We learn every day. We adjust. We say I love yous. We say hijo tu chingada madre.
We do tell the kids a lot, and with kids you have to be repetitive a lot. Like,
sometimes
you didn't do it right. You didn't do it right. Do it again. Do it again. And it sucks because if they just did it right the first time, we were talking about that the other day on my live.
Not all kids are like that. Not all kids.
No.
No, because Celeste wasn't like that. Jasmine wasn't like that.
Ours are spoiled.
Yeah, these two are.
The two little ones are spoiled. Most definitely.
They're kids. They're going to be fuck-ups. They're supposed to.
But then, of course, after they get their chores done correctly, we praise them.
Yeah.
We praise them. Like, we appreciate you. We appreciate your hard work.
We let them eat. We let them use my electricity to read with.
Really? Don't you go there with my babies.
You see? When I see the lioness comes out.
Mama Bear.
Speaking of kids, how do we come up with the kids' names?
So these are some questions that we got in the comments. Celeste, it's funny. It was our first baby. We were both very young.
How old were we?
Babe was 17 when we had her. I was 18.
Nope. Wait. I just turned 17 for a month. Not even a month. 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah. So I was 17 for 3 weeks.
Yeah. I was 18. And we had a baby book. We opened it. We tapped on a name. And we loved it. So Celeste's first name is Celeste. Her middle name is Leticia. Leticia comes from my mom's sister. It was her one of her younger sisters that passed when she was 17 years old.
Your tia?
My tia. She was hit by a drunk driver. And we named Celeste after her, which is Celeste Leticia. Jazzy. Jazzy's our Jazzy Fizzle in the house. Jazzy. She doesn't like her name. Jazabel. She hates us to call her Jazabel.
I like her name.
I love her name. I think
She has
it's
a beautiful
beautiful.
name.
Jazzy doesn't like her real name. She likes us to call her Jazzy. And that's her name. Jazzy. Jazzy Fizzle. And then...
It's not Fizzle. It's just Jazzy.
Of course,
Jazabel.
Jacob. Israel.
Mm-hmm.
We call him by his middle name, Jacob, named after his dad.
Israel.
And Babe always said no matter how many boys we had, he would name them all Israel.
So we'll get to a story after that. I think we talked about it on your Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But I want to talk about it here real quick. But okay, so Israel Jacob, right? I didn't want him junior because I'm a junior, so it's Jacob, and we refer to him as Jacob.
Jacob or EJ, one or the other.
Okay, and then
Chevy, Babe, and my mom named Chevy. So my middle name is Rose. My mom's name was Rosie, Rosalinda. So we named Chevy Rose. And how did you and Mom come up with that name?
I haven't the slightest.
You don't remember?
I think we're going through a book, or I don't lie to you. I know if you tell me, I'll remember, but I can't remember.
But my mom and Babe
she was a major factor in helping naming it. I want to say we're just joking around, and then she changed the spelling. She told us to put an I.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, her mom told us to put an I. It'd sound awesome and cute. And then we spelled it out, and we fell in love with it. So Chevy Rose. And
then Angelica. We kind of just both agreed on that name. Mm-hmm. We're throwing out some girl names, and we're like, Angelica sounds so cute. And then we named her Marie after Babe's grandma.
Yeah, Maria. But we just kind of twanged it a little bit. Mm-hmm. So that's all the kids were names. Speaking of going back to if they were boys, what were you going to say? And what happened in your dream?
So Babe would always say, if I have all boys, they will all be Israel with a different middle name. And I'm like, what do you mean? All Israel with a different middle name. I'm like, Babe, no. So maybe a week or two ago, was it that one I called you? He was at work.
Yeah, it was right before I came home.
I had a dream, or let's say a nightmare. I had a nightmare. That I did not know I was pregnant. I can't have God's kids no more. Thank you, Jesus. I'm done. Factory's closed. But I had a dream that I had 4 boys. I had no clue that I was pregnant. Apparently, I got so sick, passed out, woke up in the hospital in my dream. This was a dream. And when I woke up, Babe had all 4 baby boys in his hands. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? He's like, Babe, you were pregnant. How the hell No, I was not pregnant. Yes, Babe, you were pregnant. I'm like, you've done lost your ever loving mind. He's like, no. And I was like, I was so confused. Apparently, I was in a coma for a few days.
So, what were the kids' names?
So, babe, because I was in a coma, he got to name the kids. They were all boys. First, he showed me all of their ears and all of their pinkies. Because our kids have crooked pinkies, just like babe.
So,
all of them. All of our kids have crooked pinkies. With that being said, he's like, they're all boys. All 4 of them are boys. And I named them all Israel. And I was like,
Israel 1.
What the fuck do you mean?
Israel 2, Israel 3,
he
Israel
gave them
4.
All different middle names, but the same first name.
And it'd be okay because, as we know, George Foreman named all his kids George. Just different middle names.
But.
Look it up.
Sorry, I had to burp.
That's perfectly what that thing's for. Works good, huh?
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, hurry up. So with that being said, he named them all different middle names, all the first name. And I was like, who the hell let you do that? He's like, well, you were out of it. We didn't know if you were going to make it. So we named them all for Israel. So in this dream, I woke up like drenched in sweat. I woke up. And the funny thing is, as soon as I woke up, I touched like my stomach because I know I have C-sections. So I was like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. Thank you.
I didn't trash your plastic surgery.
I was like, holy shit. 4 kids ruined me. My belly. No, I'm just playing. But I was just like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. It was scary.
I thought it was funny. She called me that day. She was like, you wouldn't believe this shit. These kids. Oh my God. I was pregnant. I was like, cool. Like, hey man, let's have them.
He said, we're in a perfect position to have more kids now. Back then we weren't. Now we are.
We can't have more kids.
I'm like, hell no.
Speaking of more kids, perfect position, right? You say, you ready for grandkids?
I can't wait for grandkids.
No.
Cannot wait.
I'm not going to lie. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. We're
like from the 2 or 3 oldest ones.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure from the older kids, obviously. But we are ready to be grandparents. We can't wait to be grandparents.
Not rushing it.
Just
not by any means.
God's timing.
If it happens, it happens.
God's timing. Our kids are in a good position. So if they want that in life, then we're ready.
I can spoil some more kids. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Speaking of, we want to touch lightly on a comment from our podcast number 2.
Okay.
We told you guys that we're going to be reading the comments and just referring to some of the things. There was a comment referring back to one of the statistics that we had spoke about, fatherless homes. We just want to reiterate that we're not trying to make any assumptions or say that whether a father's home or a single mother home, one is better for the other. That's not what we're saying, because obviously we both know both situations, right? Single mother and single father.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
And we know both who grow up with fantastic kids. Like, we're not trying to say it's better or worse. All I was saying that time, that statistically, I always fuck up with that word, right? That word always kicks my ass. There's more data that shows that homes with fathers in there obviously do better with their kids at home.
Of course, good fathers.
Thank you.
If it's a good father.
Thank you.
If it's a good mother, because it could go both ways. But definitely not trying to say that a single mother cannot raise great kids or a single father could not raise great kids.
Correct.
Of course, you could raise amazing, beautiful kids. Somebody very special to me raised 2 beautiful, amazing daughters.
Oh, yeah,
one of them just graduated. Yeah. You know.
But just real lightly, I wanted to touch on that real quick. Obviously, we talked about that last time, so.
And we didn't weren't not trying to offend anybody with that. Like we said, we do look up information. We look up statistics and stuff like that. So we read the statistics and then give our opinion. But that's what we wanted to say, that we didn't want to offend any single mothers or fathers. We would never do that intentionally. Of
Correct.
course not. But
there we are. Cool. Speaking of crazy things happening this week, that freaking tornado yesterday
in Houston, right?
Down there in the North Houston area?
Yes. One of my followers, on my Facebook family, she lives in Houston. I was like, oh my gosh, I need to message her to see if she's okay, because there was bad weather over there. Babe's going to read some of that for you guys.
Well, I mean, those of you who follow the news know that it happened down there in the Deer Park, Pasadena area. Sorry, my peas are popping. I need to turn this down real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah, but no, it's horrible. What's crazy, I can't recall tornadoes happening this time of year. Like, this weather is just something else. You know, California, they're drowning. I know it's monsoon season or whatever, but since when do we have tornadoes in the middle of winter in Texas? That's what's crazy. That's what's like
scary.
So, yeah, if y'all have bad weather, you know, turn around, don't drown, stay away from the power lines. Y'all know, just if you're not sure, call 911. Check in on your loved ones who are down there, because they had some bad weather.
Very bad weather. I wanted to say one more thing about the single mom and single dad thing. Props to single moms and single dads, because it's hard raising kids with two parents. So you're a badass if you can raise them to be great kids alone. I just wanted to say that.
Agreed. 100%.
Yes, it's hard raising kids. Very hard.
Yeah, they're all little shits. We love them, though. Wouldn't have it any other way. No, for sure. Another thing that people need to start looking into is these robot lawyers. They're using the open chat, those AI computers.
Oh yeah, Babe was talking about me and Jacob about this the other day.
Yeah, they're doing like beta runs for people who are trying to do some minor cases, like trying to get out of a traffic ticket, or if you need to sue somebody or find hidden money, fight corporations. I mean, they got 50 different types of options here that you can use for your AI lawyer.
That's insane. Mm-hmm. Like, how is that going to be for the lawyers that they deal with those things, and now they can just get on a computer and use a robot lawyer? Like, that's insane.
Well, it's not so much the lawyers. It's us. It's the everyday people who can't afford a lawyer. You know, you get on these websites, and it's not just lawyers. This stuff's going across the board. This stuff's going for stock market. This stuff's going into arguing great cases. College stuff. You don't even need to do essays, formulas. Hell, with these AI softwares, they figured out how to make your Wi-Fi in the house, the routers. Now they can make them to a point where if you put in the right parameters, and those, I guess the people who are looking to try to fuck with your house, they can see through your walls and see how many people are inside of your home using your Wi-Fi router.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I just read about that yesterday.
I don't like that
idea. And it's not very hard if you're one of those computer savvy people. Obviously, your normal Joe people off the street ain't gonna be able to do this shit.
That's scary. That's really scary.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the way stuff's going. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But
that's insane.
For legal purposes, for the right reasons, you can use, like, it's called do not pay. And so you can get divorce settlement agreements, like do not pay. Like if people are sending you all those trash letters,
yeah,
you know, your warranties expired shit. Yeah, you got all kinds of
The
stuff
letters
too.
you want to trash and not reply to.
Yep. So it's
That's
pretty neat.
insane. And with all these college stuff, so like you're saying, it'll do everything for them. You can like pay somebody just to do all that for you.
So I saw an interesting video today. A profession that's going to be more abundant in the future that people are going to be hiring and looking for are people that know how to talk properly and or phrase questions into these AI software programs. Like, you know how you type in something into Google?
Yeah.
And you say, how many times were Bills born in 2022? Okay. Google's going to prompt, and here's all the Bills or whatever those born. Okay, well, Open Chat AI, it takes that, and you can put in there, I need you to write me a software code on how to buy and sell shares in a certain thing in the stock market. And if you don't ask it properly, it's going to give you some weird answers. So if you start taking the answers that it's giving you and then rephrasing them, it starts spitting out better answers, software code, and so on and so forth.
Oh, wow.
So there's actually going to be open careers for people who make tons of money that know how to interface with these type of softwares.
Wow, that's insane. That's crazy.
It's awesome. It's awesome. A lot of people are going to lose their jobs.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's bad for the economy. Yes and no, I guess.
It's a catch-22. It's double-edged sword. We're going to get advancements in technology. It's going to be... Again, you remember like the 1990s when the cell phones came out, or hell, when all this Wi-Fi came out. Do you remember when DVD players were $1,000?
Yes.
Now they're $15 at a pawn shop.
For sure.
Okay.
All day.
We're at the edge of a cliff where we don't know what technology is going to do.
That's what I'm saying. So yes, it's going to be more advanced for us,
100%.
but it's also going to hurt and take a lot of people's jobs away.
Small jobs, be it, I don't want to say mindless. I'm not going to go as far as say that, but you've got McDonald's that don't have employees anymore. You've got convenience stores that don't have employees anymore.
Speaking of that, when I was live at Walmart, everybody was shocked that we still have a couple people that check you out at a register.
Yeah, we got
a lot of towns don't have that.
Yeah,
no more.
It's crazy. I'm sorry, I was a little far from the mic there.
Oh no, you're good.
No, it's crazy the way the technology is going. It's something that us 40, 35, us, I don't even know what we are, whatever the fuck we are. 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds.
I'm 20. I don't know what you're talking about.
We need to pay attention to.
Babe's 40.
And you gotta learn, especially if you got home businesses, you gotta learn to integrate these softwares into your personal businesses, because the things they can do, the things they're gonna be doing, if you don't get in right now, they're gonna grow in leaps and bounds, and it's gonna leave you behind. So if you're not sure, just get on YouTube. That's what I've been doing. Just get on YouTube and learn this stuff. Find something that's interesting to you and applies to you, and start doing it.
Tech savvy.
Yeah, and you don't have to be tech savvy. I'm not tech savvy. I can barely spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. But what I'm saying is,
spell it.
For us, who I got a laptop, I can spell anything, right?
Aye.
You're right. But no, I'm just saying, learn it. At least know some key points and try to stay up on it, because there could be some things that'll benefit you a lot, benefit your family, benefit your business. So
most definitely.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It's funny you talk about Walmart.
Read, pay attention, guys. Learn something new every day. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, even if it's bullshit.
That is one of my goals this year, is to try to learn something new every day. Even if it's something simple, something that would be dumb to somebody else, but I still want to learn it. Learn something new every day.
It's going to keep growing leaps and bounds. do your best to pay attention. Watch the TikTok videos. Watch the Instagram videos. Not just of the tits and ass jumping. I do like watching tits and ass jumping. But
who doesn't?
also try to do a little bit of the informative stuff.
Babe
informative, sorry.
Has really, really picked up reading, pushed reading on myself and the kids. I used to love to read when we were young and my kids were smaller. I would read to my kids all the time. But as I've gotten older and working and, you know, just mom and life, I forget to take time to myself just to lay in a room and read a book.
You absolutely do. You are horrible. Probably one of the most worst persons that I've seen to dictate time to yourself.
Yeah, I never do.
Honestly, I'm amazed you haven't fucking exploded.
What do you mean?
Because you hit the nail on the head. Like, you're the worst at it. Yeah, you are. I'm always telling you, hey, babe, take a break. Hey, take 5. Hey, take a day off. Hey, you gonna rest? So here's an inside joke. Whenever I'm at work, Beto's doing her day shift, right? She's working. She's doing, y'all know she, especially you, those of you who don't know, I'm sorry. Veronica's Addiction 2.0 on Facebook. Go check it out. She does cooking lives, jewelry lives, all types of tutorials. Makeup lives. She's an awesome sales representative for Gerard. You want to name it?
Gerard Cosmetics. You want to go get some good makeup, baby? Go to Gerard Cosmetics. My link will be in the bio.
Yes.
We'll in Sedona today. Period. Okay. It's back in stock, baby. I work for a contact company, Moonslice Beauty, Saucebox Beauty. I work for several places.
Sales rep for multiple companies, and she does a fantastic job of giving them the appropriated time that they need. All these companies. And so I see her running and gunning. Obviously, she tries to keep herself busy. But come the end of the day, she'll call me at 10:30, 11:30, whatever it is. And I know she's done with all her lives. I know the house tidied it up and the kids are already in bed. And she'll call me. And, hey, how's your day? We'll go through our ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. And, all right, babe, what are you doing? Oh, I'm fixing to take a shower. We'll take a shower. Okay, well, I got to do this. No, take a shower. Okay, and, we'll just say, talk to you in a minute. And I always blot out. What do I always say, babe? What do I always say?
I'll talk to you in a couple hours.
And, well, what do you mean? Well, God dang it. Rest. Take 5. Turn it off. Watch your phone for, chill out.
Watch things that you like to watch. That's hard for me, though. That's the hardest part for me.
Unwind.
To unwind. Yeah. I'm always on go. And
it's not good.
I don't want to say it's not good.
It's not. Not on my perspective, because I've always had you on climate control. I've always had her, cuidada, delicada. I've always had her like ansada, So whenever I see her burning the candle at both ends, I'm like, hey, bud, hey, take it easy, man. Shit, I put a lot of work in for you to kick your feet up sometimes. I don't need you getting old on me.
And I totally understand that, but like I feel like self-employed, me. I work from home. I run a jewelry boutique. I do, like Babe said, Gerard, Saucebox, Moonslice, Orchid, Lens. I work for several companies. When I'm asleep, people on the other side of the world are awake. So I feel like if I'm not constantly responding, then I catch them when they're asleep. And I feel like that's not fair because I don't like to do shit half-ass. I like to give them my 100%.
I understand. And we've talked about this 1,000 times. We're just touched on the subject lightly.
And then on Sundays, which is usually my day off, that's the day that I catch up on household shit. Like today, I was rushing doing a live in 30 minutes. so I can still go sit with my 15-year-old daughter at a basketball game, because I still want to have that with her. Of course.
Juggling
my schedule, like literally juggling 20 balls at once.
Yeah. It's amazing to see, but just don't forget, you gotta take care of yourself.
And I'm trying. I need to try better.
You need to try.
I need to manage my time better.
Atta girl.
I do. And
I love that sentence.
Crowd glows, and the crowd goes. Yes, it's insane.
Manage your time. Fantastic.
That's hard for me.
Is it?
Being a mom, a wife, self-employed businesswoman, it's hard.
I think y'all got self-employed women juggling a house, juggling a husband, juggling kids, juggling your own time. Yeah, I could see how your plate could be overfilled from time to time. Mm-hmm. So getting back to it, I don't know how the hell you ever lost your shit. That's what I was getting to. So you see how I made a full circle right there?
The good Lord above gives me the strength.
Just take care of yourself.
Always.
All of you. Men, women alike. Take care of yourself. Do something, even if, like she said, it's Sundays. Have something to look forward to.
And I think that's where it's hard. Like Babe said, he's OCD. So when he's home, I'm running 150%. Trying to give my best for my husband to be comfortable, for my kids to be comfortable, and for my jobs to be taken care of. But when Babe's gone, not that we don't do chores and stuff, but it's okay if my living room's not picked up. I'll take care of it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
That's fine. And everybody does everything different. There's nothing wrong with it.
And Babe helps out. You know, he helps me. Especially like when I'm cooking lives, he'll clean the kitchen for me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We all try to help each other out.
I help a little bit.
Sometimes. Yesterday he said he's going to wash the dishes and he didn't.
Bro.
He went and sat down and took a nap.
But the day before?
He said, babe.
But the day before?
Wait, get out of the kitchen.
But the day before?
Wait, let me finish.
But the day before?
Let me finish. I'll get to that, baby. I got to call him out just because.
She's fucking asshole. I knew she was going to
I got to call him out.
That shit.
Okay, so yesterday I was making breakfast for my man and my girls.
Yeah.
So
delicious.
Afterwards, he's like, I started cleaning the kitchen before I went into my next life. So when I end a life, it's not like I go sit down and chill. I'm cleaning the kitchen so I can do my next one. Okay? So Babe's like, babe, get out of the kitchen. Go over there. Go take 10 minutes for yourself. I'm going to do the dishes.
Let me do it. Let me do a reenactment. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. I walk into the kitchen, right? She's facing away from me. She's facing that way. And I caught behind her. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Why don't you go take a break, man? You've been at it all morning. Let me wash these dishes. No, I got it. Nah, for real. Let me knock this shit out. Right? Something like that.
Literally grabbed me. It's like, babe, go to the room. Go lay down for 15 minutes. Go chill. Go watch your phone. Go do what you do.
And then?
So I said, okay. Went to the room.
I'm not going to lie. I'm embarrassed.
Went to the room. Went and closed my bedroom door. Sat in my bed. I'm not going to lie. Paid a couple bills. Answered a couple messages. And then I came out 40 minutes later. And he was snoring on the couch. And I was like, oh, he finished already. So I walked into the kitchen to grab me a drink before I was going into my makeup life. The kitchen was still a mess.
Yeah,
and I was like, what happened? Oh, babe, I forgot. Like the kids. Literally like the kids.
It's not
and
my
I was just
proudest moment, folks.
You forgot? Well, babe, you see what happened was I ate a dessert. I sat on the couch and then I fell asleep. He's like, now I know what the kids mean when they say they forgot.
So, just to reiterate, I wanted something sweet. There's these Mexican wedding cookies, the cinnamon sugar ones. I bought me a pack of those whenever I went and got tortillas the other day. and I wanted some sweet. So I sat down. I put a TV show on, and I was drinking the rest of my tea from my breakfast, and I was eating my little galletitas. And next thing I know, man, I was snoring. That sugar put me in coma.
But in Babe's defense, it was a cold, rainy day. He had the fireplace on. He set the vibe for himself.
Man, I was just... All of a sudden, I hear dishes banging. Ching, ching, click, click. So what the fuck? And I was like, oh, shit, I forgot to wash dishes. And this one's back there just quiet as all fuck. Just banging shit. It's like, oh, fucked up. So I went back there and kissed her ass.
He said, babe, leave him there. I'm going to do him right now. He tried to go to the kitchen and get me out again. And I'm like, hell no. I could have finished this way earlier.
I would have already been done.
I would have already been done.
So
but
I started putting them away. But the day before that, he did clean the whole kitchen. I did wash it. I do it sometimes. I do.
He does.
Yeah.
So.
But anyways, that's where we're at with that.
That's funny.
So, speaking of crazy week, which you've had, how was your Walmart shopping yesterday while me and Jelly were at HEB?
So it was so crazy because during the week I had sent the kids a TikTok, the girls. I hate my kids to go to the store by themselves. Babe always tells me, babe, it's okay for you to leave the house alone. Go to the store, go here, go there. My kids flip their shit, especially when Babe's at work. Why are you going by yourself, Mom? Wait for one of us. I'll go with you. And Babe's like, you can have time by yourself. And I'm like, honestly, you can't. Because we live in a crazy ass world. We really do. So I had sent the kids a TikTok just 4 or 5 days ago that I saw. And it was where a mother was at Walmart in Oklahoma. And I don't know when this was.
This happened in 2013.
I thought it was recent.
No.
Okay.
But situations like this happen all the time. But this particular situation that you're referring to happened in 2013 in Oklahoma City.
Can we play the video for them, or how does that work?
I'm not sure if it'll pick it up on this feed.
That's okay.
But I can definitely read bullet points. And like I said, it happened around July 1st of 2013.
Let me see the picture of that one real quick.
Yeah, there's a video here. I'm sorry. Let me get this crap out of my way. Obviously, it has it up while we're live.
So, to make a long story short.
Thank you.
It was a mother with her 2 daughters. One of the daughters was 2 years old. I'm not sure how the other little girl was. She was a young girl too, though. Probably like, I'm guessing maybe between 7 and 10. You know. And she was just broad daylight grocery shopping with her daughters, just like any mother. And this gentleman, I don't even want to call him a gentleman.
No, he's not a gentleman.
This guy,
bad person,
goes and takes the baby out of the grocery cart and puts a knife on its neck. And you know, the mother starts going crazy, of course. Another guy there tried to help her, a gentleman, tried to help her, barricaded him with the basket. And it's just so sad, you know. And it was crazy because I sent that 4 days ago just to make sure. I'm always telling my girls, be aware, be aware. Every time the kids leave the house, Babe's like, watch your surroundings. That's Babe's favorite word. I leave the house, watch your surroundings. We were just talking about this on my live as well. Like, do you have your location on with Babe? I'm like, babe, yes, my location is on. When I leave my home, even to take my kids to school, I get back home, I text Babe out of respect, and also so he knows where I'm at all times. Because
it's not like we're checking on each other, making sure that we are where we're supposed to be. No, it's just, hey, look, she's in this vicinity, she's in this area, whatever it is. If I go somewhere new, I'll let her know. And it's just to make sure that way if something happens, we know exactly where we're at.
Yeah, Babe does the same thing for me when he's at work. Babe, I'm going to go to town to go get groceries. I'm going to go get food here. I'm going to go get food there, whatever. And I do the same for him. Even if I'm driving up the street to pick up my daughter from the school. Out of respect, like I said, and because we live in such a crazy world. So, anyways, yesterday me and Chevy were at Walmart. I was live, and 4 gentlemen started following us around the store.
Really?
4 men.
4
assholes. 4 guys. 4 dumbasses. First it was one. We noticed him. Whatever. Ignored it. My live noticed it. They're like, Vero, that guy's following y'all. Which we already knew. But I was trying to not make it a big deal. You know. Then we see him talking to another guy. And then we realize there's 4 of them. They never approached us. They were just in the same aisles as us. 2 of them had no basket, just walking around single-handed. The other 2 were pushing an empty basket. Made Chevy uncomfortable. I'm more of the crazy type, I guess. Chevy's very timid. So I could see the look in her face, walking real close to me. And it just fucking pisses me off that my daughter, we're just bonding at the store, having fun, and these fucking assholes are making my daughter uncomfortable, which makes me uncomfortable. So it pisses me off. I fucked up. I thought I had sent Babe a text. Everybody in my life was like, message Babe, let him know what's going on. So I get my phone, I type it, and I thought I pushed send, and I didn't. Which I should have known he didn't get it because Babe always responds really quickly to me. And I fucked up. I was live. I was watching my surroundings. I was watching my kid, trying to tend to her feelings. And so anyways, I went and checked out. The guys finally, we actually took a little bit longer because I was trying to get away from them just so they could leave us alone, not be walking next to us or whatever. And they weren't walking like right next to us, but we could see them from the distance. Either they were at the end of the aisle.
They always had eyes on you.
Had eyes on us. Okay. So with that being said, we didn't see them anymore for about 10 minutes. So I went and checked out. That's when everybody was tripping that we had actual cashiers. And anyways, I told the lady, like, I know y'all don't have people that take you out anymore, but you know, my daughter's uncomfortable. It's just me and her by ourselves. There was 4 of them. Not just 1, not just 2, not just 3, 4. So I was like, for all I know, they're outside waiting. And it's just me and Mija.
I'm sorry, not to cut you off, but who'd you speak to at Walmart?
I told the cashier, and she went and got management.
Okay.
Managers walked us out, and another guy. Okay. So it was a female and a male that both walked us out. So, of course, I walked outside. Y'all saw me on the live. Well, I don't know if y'all saw. If y'all did watch the live. Put Chevy in the car. That's one thing that I always do. And I feel better if I say it out loud to you guys. And I don't know if y'all do it or not. But just a caution that I take when I do have my girls by themselves. I don't care if I have a basket full of shit and it's broad daylight. I put my girls in the car. I'd rather load all those groceries by myself and let them unload at home where I'm comfortable. Yeah. Than somebody trying to run off with one of my kids.
Yeah, and we all know. Everybody knows. They watch the news. They watch the stories. Everybody knows about human smuggling. It's an unfortunate situation that's going rampant here in Texas. And it's something that women and children and men alike, they need to be very vigilant. Y'all need to stay vigilant. You need to be careful whenever you're out in parking lots. You need to be careful and vigilant looking for tattletale signs that they're messing with your vehicles. If you have a flat, that's okay. Drive it somewhere safe. If you have something on your windshield, if you have a $100 bill on your windshield, y'all know these tactics these creeps use. Don't fall victim for it. You know, use the buddy system. Stay on the phone when you're out in the parking lot. These iPhones have wonderful technology on them. And all you got to do is get on YouTube, get on there. And there's settings where you can do where, you know, we all know how to do the Apple Pay, you know, but there's also a different setting where you can push a combination of keys and it dials 911, sends text messages. last known location, all kinds of shit to certain people in your phone book. So there's technology there. The Apple AirTags, which criminals use those for both situations alike. Nonetheless, there's things you can do to help you. Nothing more so than being vigilant. I sent Vero and the girls a awesome video today of a young woman, maybe in her early 20s in South America, Mexico, who knows, Colombia. She's leaving her property, closing a gate. Her sedan is parked out in front of the driveway. And instead of being on her phone, like 99% of us are, when we're out and about,
Yeah.
she's watching, dude. This fucking chick is scanning her environment. And not 2 seconds after she closes the gate, this little pickup drives by, slams on the brake. Dude jumps out. He's going to kidnap her. Homegirl pulls out a pistol and just tot. Truck takes off. But they weren't prepared for her being prepared. And that's the key.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, definitely don't feel like you're crazy. Trust your gut instinct. If you feel like something's wrong, more than likely you are correct.
Yep.
Listen to your kids. Pay attention to your kids. You will know when I go by myself, which is hardly ever, to the store with just both of my girls. I will not be on a live video. I will not be on my phone. Even if Babe calls me, I'm like, I'm at Walmart. He's like, watch your surroundings. Don't be on the phone.
Yeah.
Put it
Just
in my
pay
purse.
attention.
Put it away. Because it's fucking crazy. It's insane. It's insane to me how often this is happening. And it's scary. It's so scary. It's broad daylight. Broad daylight.
Well,
like,
we all see how normal it's getting. Every one of you can relate to this, because how often do your Amber Alerts go off on your cell phone?
all the time. And it's so sad.
And it's getting more and more. Predominantly, it's happening, 4 or 5 times a week now? Unfortunately.
Like today, I went with Chevy to a basketball game. I've been going with her all season to go watch her friends play, her girlfriend, whatever. But not because I don't trust her, but I just know the crazy world that we live in. So I'm like, I'd rather go with you. Like, I don't mind her going to go sit with her friends, and I'll sit by myself. But I know that I'm there watching my child, because it's just been so crazy and it's so scary to me. And I just wanted to make everybody aware. Like,
Yes.
watch your surroundings. Like, watch your
Please.
surroundings. Be vigilant. Even when you're getting off your car, pay attention. Look around, you know. And if you feel uncomfortable, like I said, they don't take you out no more. But if you feel uncomfortable, yes, I had to wait
Ask.
an extra 3 or 4 minutes for somebody to come.
Or you could have called your husband.
I know,
Fucked
babe.
up on that, too.
I told you I was sorry. I did.
Anyways. So,
But what I'm saying is,
what are you
like,
saying?
you can go ask somebody to walk you out if you feel uncomfortable. Ask. It's not going to hurt to ask.
You can record them.
They realized when I was live, I literally stepped aside, literally manually moved my phone. Like, look,
Like.
I'm live. Sorry. I say that a lot. So I was just, okay, like, after that, that's when I feel like we lost them. Like, they just gave up because they're like, oh, this bitch is on the phone. She has somebody watching her.
Call somebody. Say something. Just be safe.
And I did have some comments when I got in the car and I was reading the comments. One girl said, you know, that she had lost her husband. I'm so sorry. And she's like, I have to do a lot of these things alone now. Going to the store, she said, and I have so much anxiety because of it. Women, I understand that it's scary and it's overwhelming, but you have to be prepared. Like Babe said, the girl, you have to be prepared, because these people know that you're scared and they're going to do it even more to you. Like, you got to portray like you're this strong person, and not that you can, I can't beat 4 men. Well, I could if they were trying. I could. But I don't want to have to do that in front of my child. So de-escalate the situation.
First off, I got to stop you. You cannot beat up 4 men at one time.
I'm just playing, babe. It's a joke. It's a joke.
I don't think it's a jokeful situation.
Not for the situation, but I'm just kidding.
I don't think there's one woman on here, maybe except for like Ronda Rousey or some crazy bitch like that can take on men. Women do not stand a fair chance at fighting men. Babe. Not unless you have like a bat or a gun or a machete. I'm sorry. No. In a fight, get the fuck out of there. Don't even get in a fight with a guy. Women don't need to be fighting men.
That's what I said. De-escalate the situation.
Yeah, get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
You're not going to take on 4 dudes.
Babe, have you
no matter how bad bitch you think you are, babe. All of you, no. Do not fight a guy. Guys are, even a fucking 15-year-old boy could beat the shit out of a grown woman.
Oh, I know that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't fight guys. Get help. Get away. Shoot the motherfucker. If they're creeps and they're trying to abduct you or your kids, get out of there. Yeah.
Stay aware.
Yeah. That's all I'm trying to say.
Watch your surroundings and stay aware. Guys. This was broad daylight. Watch your surroundings.
They're getting more
braver.
Stupider
and braver, and they're not just by themselves.
No.
They're coming in groups. They're coming in groups.
Scary stuff. Scary. However, I don't know. I don't even know how to segue off that shit.
I know it sucks. I even apologized to Chevy afterwards. I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. So proud of you that you didn't have like a meltdown. And like I said, they didn't approach us. But I told her, I'm proud of you for being strong, for feeling a certain type of way. And you, mom, so-and-so. Okay, baby. I saw. I'm watching. But she stood her ground. She stayed strong. She didn't act scared or anything. She went about her grocery shopping, getting what she needed. And I was really proud of her. And I took a moment to tell her, you know, baby, I'm so proud of you for being brave. I'm proud of you for being strong. And did you see how we handled this situation? So if you are,
as a good learning platform?
Yes, a good learning experience. Okay. If you are ever with your friends and this is happening, these are the things that you need to do, you know. And I talked to her, you know, advised her on what to do, which she knows that because we talk to our kids about that all the time.
Yeah, our kids, we are very open with our kids when it comes to situational awareness, safety, how kids go missing, how you have to be. You cannot have your kids living under you like you're some sort of mother hen.
No.
You're setting up a failure.
We don't sugarcoat shit in this house. No, we don't have a problem talking about sex.
How the real world works. We teach them how people get treated, how people get treated if you treat people right, how you get treated if you treat people horrible. We try to make sure our kids have a fair chance in life by giving them all the tools and knowledge that you're supposed to have. Mind you, we start our kids a little bit early on some of the more knowledgeable things that
sorry, babe.
Some of the parents would introduce their kids to, but our kids, for the most part, are more mentally, I guess, mature. And for the reason as because our kids go from 10 years old to 23 years old. 22, 23.
23.
Yeah, 23.
You got it right.
So that's a 13-year span. And they're all raised together. So even our youngest thinks she's 20. And sometimes our 21-year-old acts like he's 13 or vice versa. So, and those of you with kids that are spread across like ours, you know exactly what we're talking about. Some of them, sometimes they're too smart for their own good. And so it's good that you use this as a learning experience for me. It's a horrible situation. Pisses me off that I wasn't there. And
it sucks because I was so happy that Babe got to go spend the afternoon with Jelly by herself. I was happy that he got to go do that. He even told me, do you want to go together? And I said, no, Babe, go pick up Mija. Go have a fun afternoon with her. Like spend some alone time. Babe is only home 6 months out of the year. I'd love him to spend alone time with the girls, you know. So it just sucks that me and Chevy's alone time had to be a learning experience. You know, it sucks.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Well, I guess to close it up, just be aware of your surroundings. Make sure your kids are safe.
Don't sugarcoat it, guys. Yeah. Be honest with your kids. Talk to them. Make them aware. And I know it sucks, especially for our younger ones, but it doesn't have to just be the parent being vigilant. It has to be all of you.
Yes, it's a team. It's a team effort.
It's a team. Like Babe said, it's a team.
Well, good deal. I'm sure we're going to get a lot of questions, and leave the questions in the comments here, guys. Would love to touch more on the subject. Questions, concerns, or anything we can do. Any ideas? We can look up more statistics on it. I'll spit it out that time.
You First did. Time. That flowed out good.
Sheesh.
How long have we been on?
We've been on for about 55 minutes. I'm sorry, We've been on for an hour.
Okay, let's hit one more of your subjects there.
All right. Well, I think we need to get into a new series.
What were you going to tell me about George Clooney?
George Clooney?
Or was it George Clooney?
You want to talk about George Clooney?
Might as well end it with that. Let's end it with something funny.
All right, let's end it with that. Let's end it with George Clooney. So we'll talk about the series next time.
The series? What series are you talking about?
I want us to watch a true crime series.
Oh, true crime. Let's talk about that. Let's do that.
But wait. You talked about George Clooney.
No, let's start the true crimes. We'll do the George Clooney next time.
Whoa. We can't just...
Babe, we can leave them hanging for the George Clooney next time.
We can't just say that wonderful man's name.
Cliffhanger.
We can't just say George's name and be like, duh.
Okay, well, it's quick. So talk about that, and then we'll talk about the true crime.
George Clooney?
Yes.
I got an interesting fact.
All right, tell me.
Do y'all like George Clooney? I like him even more because of this. I'm not gonna lie. At first, sometimes I was like, I mean, obviously he's a handsome man. Good movies, right?
For sure.
But is he a man's man? That's the question.
Or a woman's man?
Well, obviously
I'm just kidding.
The guy's a woman's man.
Definitely.
I don't think he's married.
He's not?
I don't think he marries women after his first or second. I gotta have to look this up, but I'm pretty sure he'll date a girl till she hits a certain age, then he kicks to the street and gets her another one.
I need the facts on this shit.
And then he'll get another one.
What?
And another one.
Are you serious right now?
You might want to look that up. You look that up while I tell the story.
Okay.
I guess you can look up something as how often does George Clooney get a girlfriend? But going back to why I like him, why I think he's a man's man now.
Okay. I'm not ignoring
you. No, you're good. Did y'all know that George Clooney shit in a litter box for a joke? Literally dropped the deuce in his buddy's cat's litter box just for fun. So the story goes, George Clooney was down and out. This is when his acting career hadn't taken off yet. He was staying on his buddy's couch after him and his girlfriend got into a spat and he got kicked out.
Okay.
So now he's living on his he's living on his buddy's couch. Excuse me. Go ahead. What'd you find?
Go ahead. I'm still reading.
Pardon me. So George Clooney's living on his buddy's couch, roughing it. Okay. His buddy has a cat. Cat box is over there in the John. It's in the restroom. They're living in this little New York apartment, little bitty, whatever the hell.
I'm listening.
And his buddy will not clean that fucking litter box. So finally, George Clooney takes it upon himself to start cleaning this litter box out. Days go by, and the owner, the guy who owns the apartment, finally tells George Clooney 3 or 5 days later, "Hey, have you noticed my cat is not gone number 2?" George Clooney, for some reason or another, he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's not telling his friend I'm cleaning the box. He don't know where this is going. He's just going on about his day, cleaning this damn litter box every day. 4 or 5 days later, this guy's worried about his cat not taking his shit. And George Clooney's just sitting there not even worried about it, just keeping it to himself. long story short, I don't know how many days ago, George decides to drop a deuce in the box and not tell his friend a word. And he don't even know why. He's laughing as he's telling this story.
George Clooney's married, by the way.
Okay, cool. Good for you. How long has he been married?
I'm looking that up
Okay.
right now.
How long does marriages last? Anyways. George is sitting there. It's already in the evening. Guy comes home. The owner of the apartment goes to his restroom. What the hell? Yelling. Holy shit. Look at the size of this turd.
Well, fuck, it's a human shit.
He didn't know it was a human. He thought his cat hadn't gone potty in 4 or 5 days. Then all of a sudden, there's a mojon in the litter box.
Ew, why do you have to say mojon?
This was
That
a
sounds
kitten.
So gross.
This is a baby cat.
I think I want to vomit. Ugh. I'm like picturing it.
He don't tell the guy nothing. The guy thinks it's his cat shit. George Clooney just sat there, chuckling away.
What the fuck? Why would he do that?
Because that's man joke.
That shit was probably the size of the kitten.
That's the joke part about it. That's what's funny.
Disgusting.
And you don't tell your friend nothing. You just let him think the cat shit.
So he goes and cleans the litter box of a human shit. Not even the fucking cat.
That's even funnier. Making your friend clean your shit. That's funny. That's guy stuff. Guys would get it.
That's gross.
It'd be hilarious.
That would not be.
It's nasty.
Hilarious.
I get it, but it's funny.
What is y'all's opinion on that? Do y'all think that's funny or disgusting?
It's
Because I think it's disgusting.
It is nasty, but it's still funny.
I don't think that's funny.
It's funny.
That's funny. That must be a man thing because I don't think that's funny.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see.
What'd you find out about Mr. George Clooney's love life?
Let's see. Asking 30-something girlfriend to marry him. He's been dating somebody since October of last year, and things seems to be moving pretty fast.
Okay, what about before that?
It didn't say much about his before relationships.
We'll let some of these viewers.
Yeah, we'll let y'all.
Because I heard something different.
Okay, what did you hear?
I heard that he changes the women like that, but I don't know if it's like every year or if they hit a certain age. But I haven't
know the statistics.
I haven't looked it up myself, so let me look it up. I'm just talking shit right now.
So we'll talk it the next time.
If y'all want to talk about George Clooney, next podcast, let us know.
Yeah, for sure.
Let us know.
If y'all care or y'all don't care.
If y'all don't give a shit, we don't say nothing in the comments.
Yeah, for sure.
If not, we'll find something else to talk about.
All right, cool. Now let's bring up the true crime series.
True crime? What kind of true crime shows do y'all watch? Because I think I found one that I want to watch with you here. And it's involved with San Angelo.
San Angelo? What do you mean, San Angelo?
Yeah, dude.
What is it called?
So, on Netflix, there's a series. I think it's already dropped. And it's a horrible story. Obviously, these are all true. And I know there's tons of people who like watching these true crime shit. And it's horrible. And I think that's what makes it so, I don't know, what's the word? So interesting that it happened in our backyard, right? So like, how many of these stories are happening around the nation in people's backyards? And they're like getting their newspaper one morning and holy shit, so-and-so was killed right down the street. Well, hell, let me read into it. And then they make a Netflix show. Well, here you are. So that's why I want to check this one out because it's our backyard. It happened a long time ago. Netflix series spotlights a serial killer, Henry Lee Lucas, who was convicted in San Angelo. Now, I didn't say he killed anybody here. But what's crazy is this guy was a drifter who confessed to over 600 murders.
600?
600.
But he was convicted here in San Angelo.
He was convicted here. Now, his conviction brought about the closing of 200 unsolved murders.
Wow.
So this guy's a damn devil.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's Netflix documentary series called The Confessions of a Killer. So Lucas Confessions. Yeah, this is crazy. So I want to definitely look into this.
Wow, that's crazy. That reminds me of a story Jacob told me the other day, but I'll talk about that in the next podcast.
Yeah. So I think we've about had it here. So if you're not sure if you want to give us some more ideas for other true crime series,
True crimes.
yeah, check us. Let us know. Put something in the comments.
Okay.
You got anything else? I think I'm done for the day. I
Other
about
than-
lost my voice.
Thank y'all so much for joining us. We really appreciate y'all watching our podcast, El
Yes.
Lobo Y La Reina.
El Lobo Y La Reina.
We are like truly grateful for all the comments, the likes, the subscribes,
the
shares.
subscriptions.
Greatly appreciate it. Actually, let's pick somebody from the giveaway. For the giveaway, we said we're gonna do a giveaway.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna go to the last YouTube that we posted, and I'm just gonna pick a random person.
Do you want to go to the comments?
Yes.
Okay, here you go. So here's all the comments.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay, or actually, you're closer to it. So you just scroll through, and then just pick somebody and announce the name.
Okay, let me
And you're gonna
see.
have to contact us, so you can.
We'll reply here.
We'll reply here. Can you message here?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
We'll
definitely
figure
get
out a
hold of
way how
We'll
to
get a hold
get
of
you
you.
your giveaway.
Yes.
So what are we gonna do the giveaway for?
whatever. You
Should
don't
we
want to
give
buy it.
to the boutique?
That sounds like a great idea. That way we can, hopefully it's somebody who's not been following your boutique sales or anything, so that way they can see
Come
what you
join.
have to offer, and we'll go
Come
from
join
there.
for sure.
Yeah. But again, I want to reiterate. Thank you for following us. Thank you for all the love you're showing. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the shares. Man, it's freaking awesome to see how appreciative that y'all are for us putting these out, and the feeling's mutual.
Yes, and it's something new for me and Babe, so it's honestly super cool.
Yeah.
Like we're really enjoying doing this together as well. We are gonna bring special guests in soon. We barely started, so we're getting more equipment.
Yes.
But we will have special guests eventually. And if y'all have any subjects y'all want us to hit, remember, just hit them in the comments. We definitely like reading your comments. We might not reply to all of them, but we definitely read them.
We read them.
Read the comments.
We try to pull some,
Yes.
throw them onto the next podcast.
Yes.
Answer some questions from those comments on the next podcast. So we do utilize them.
Yes.
Yep.
We just don't want you to think that they're ever going unnoticed. We
Yes.
appreciate all the love y'all been giving us. Like, I'm so grateful. Truly, truly grateful.
So once again, thank y'all.
Thank y'all so much, guys. Love y'all. Oh, the winner, babe. You got to pick the winner.
Oh, the winner.
You got to announce the name.
Let's go with, let me just up,
Scroll,
down,
scroll.
up, down. Make
then
sure
close
these
your
are
eyes.
all of them. All right, my eyes are closed. Okay, is that on somebody?
Yep.
Where's my mouse at? There it is. Bertha Tovar.
Bertha Tovar.
I'm going to
You
reply right
are
now.
the winner of our giveaway. Thank you so much for your comment. What was her comment?
Bertha Tovar.
But what was
Winner.
her comment? What did she comment?
Easy. I love this podcast. 5 days ago.
Awesome.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Please contact us through Facebook Messenger, Veronica's Addiction 2.0. So, will we be picking another giveaway from the comments for next podcast? So we can make sure that people are commenting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, guys, thank you. We'll see you next time.
We love y'all guys.
Peace out.
Bye.